When his father offered support, her cold interruption delivered the first real signal of the control she wielded. "He's doing great. We're managing everything perfectly." Charlie remained silent, playing the role assigned to him. His mother finally asked the question that everyone feared. "What exactly are you making him do?" The room descended into chaos. His wife's fury exploded with accusations. Charlie trembled, revealing for the first time the secret folder on his phone. A trove of manipulated text messages, voice recordings, and controlling demands that had kept him under constant surveillance. This revelation unraveled the entire family dynamic as accusations flew and emotions ran high. The folder held evidence that this was no ordinary marriage. It resembled a hostage situation. As these private horrors leaked to the public, a 7-second audio clip surfaced online. A chilling message from a woman threatening Charlie that "you'll ruin everything if you don't listen." This clip set social media ablaze, dividing the public. Was Charlie a victim or complicit in these manipulations? Then surfaced whispers of a second, unreleased recording, potentially implicating a mysterious third party, a figure with enough influence to direct the entire operation and silence those involved. The fallout was immense. Influential figures distanced themselves. Accounts were deleted, messages locked down. Politicians and insiders alike scrambled to control the narrative before more secrets emerged. The story raised profound questions. Who truly controls Charlie Kirk? Who benefits from his silence? And what terrible truths does that final recording hold? Truths that may rewrite everything. This saga is an intricate weave of personal tragedy and political conspiracy, a haunting reminder that behind every public figure lies a hidden story waiting to be told. As the world waits, the only certainty is that the full truth remains locked in the shadows, poised to emerge when the silence finally breaks. Stay tuned as we continue to bring you the unfolding story of Charlie Kirk, where power, secrecy, and manipulation intersect with devastating consequences. From the very first moment, a feeling lingered that something was deeply wrong. A secret so dark, so meticulously hidden, that Charlie Kirk himself never wanted the world to see it. Now, after months of silence, his parents have broken their silence, unveiling a story that redefines everything we thought we knew. Behind the confident public figure was a man trapped, transformed by forces unseen. Those closest noticed the changes, silence where there was once openness, guarded eyes avoiding their gaze. Phone calls abruptly ended when sensitive topics arose. At the heart of it all was a controlling presence, his wife, who tightened the grip on his life, influencing his choices, his words, his very image. Leaked messages and recordings reveal a chilling pattern of manipulation. Instructions dictated who Charlie should associate with, what views to express, and even whom to oppose. The messages carried veiled but menacing threats: follow the plan or suffer the consequences. Each demand chipped away at Charlie's autonomy, until the man they knew was overshadowed by a scripted figure, speaking rehearsed words. His parents, heartbroken and desperate, documented every worrisome shift. They witnessed a man overwhelmed by fear and coercion, unable to break free from the invisible chains. A turning point came one harrowing night when family tensions erupted. Charlie, exhausted and vulnerable, revealed the secret trove on his phone. Blackmail, surveillance, and control captured in hundreds of messages and recordings. The fallout extended far beyond this family drama. A brief but powerful audio clip leaked, a woman's threatening voice warning Charlie of ruin if he stepped out of line. Instantly ignited social media and divided public opinion. Was Charlie a victim or complicit? Meanwhile, insiders whispered of a second, unreleased recording suggesting that more powerful forces were at play, orchestrating events from the shadows. As political and media circles reacted with fear and distancing, the question remains: who truly controls the narrative? Who benefits from Charlie's silence?
and what dark truths might yet be revealed. This saga blends heartbreak and power, secrecy and revelation, painting a haunting picture of a man caught in a web of control and a world watching, waiting for the truth to come to light.
From the very first moment, there was an unmistakable sense that something was deeply wrong, a hidden truth that Charlie Kirk never wanted the public to know. After months of silence, his own parents finally speak out, revealing a story that redefines everything we thought we knew about the man behind the public figure. This is a tale of manipulation and control, of a family torn apart by secrets and fear. Behind the confident public face Charlie Kirk maintained, there was an undercurrent of tension, quietly gathering strength over the years. Those closest to him noticed subtle but telling changes. His once outspoken, approachable demeanor faded into guarded silence. He became withdrawn, cutting off calls abruptly, avoiding eye contact, especially whenever his wife entered the room. At first, family and friends blamed the public pressure he faced, the rigorous demands of being a public figure. Yet the truth they soon uncovered was far more unsettling. A private, secretly recorded conversation revealed the depths of Charlie's struggle. A voice trembling with exhaustion and fear whispered, "I can't tell you. She won't let me." These words were not mere hesitation. They were the cry of a man caught between love and captivity. His wife's control extended beyond the personal. She monitored who Charlie spoke to, what he posted online, which interviews he was allowed to give. Messages discovered later uncovered highly detailed instructions: whom to support, whom to silence, how to reshape his public image to fit a narrative crafted behind closed doors. One message warned, "If you don't follow the plan, you'll regret it." The pressure was relentless, emotional manipulation wielded like a weapon. Despite this, Charlie's public persona remained polished, confident, unquestioned. Yet behind the facade, a shadow had taken over. People close to him describe a man who gave rehearsed, robotic answers, steering himself further from the person he once was. His parents, desperate and alarmed, started documenting every strange behavior and every moment of tension they witnessed during visits and calls. Then came a night that changed everything. During a private, tense family gathering, Charlie's exhaustion was palpable. His once wide smile was forced and fleeting, his eyes hollow, his posture tense. His wife was there too, poised and in control, her hand resting heavily on his arm, a silent assertion of dominance. When his father offered support, her cold interruption delivered the first real signal of the control she wielded. "He's doing great. We're managing everything perfectly." Charlie remained silent, playing the role assigned to him. His mother finally asked the question that everyone feared. "What exactly are you making him do?" The room froze. His wife's expression hardened, warning. Silence fell like a storm. What followed was chaos, accusations flying, voices overlapping, a desperate attempt to uncover a truth hidden for too long. Charlie revealed a folder on his phone filled with hundreds of messages and recordings, evidence of control, manipulation, and coercion, threats promising ruin if he strayed from the plan. The revelation was a bombshell to his parents, exposing a relationship more akin to a hostage situation than a marriage. As this private storm spilled into the public sphere, a 7-second audio clip leaked online, a chilling message from a woman threatening Charlie that you'll ruin everything if you don't listen. This clip set social media ablaze, dividing the public. Was Charlie a victim or complicit in these manipulations? Then surface whispers of a second, unreleased recording, potentially implicating a mysterious third party, a figure with enough influence to direct the entire operation and silence those involved. The fallout was immense. Influential figures distanced themselves. Accounts were deleted, messages locked down. Politicians and insiders alike scrambled to control the narrative before more secrets emerged. The story raised profound questions. Who truly controls Charlie Kirk? Who benefits from his silence? And what terrible truths does that final recording hold? Truths that may rewrite everything.
This saga blends heartbreak and power, secrecy and revelation, painting a haunting picture of a man caught in a web of control and a world watching, waiting for the truth to come to light. As the world waits, the only certainty is that the full truth remains locked in the shadows, poised to emerge when the silence finally breaks. Stay tuned as we continue to bring you the unfolding story of Charlie Kirk, where power, secrecy, and manipulation intersect with devastating consequences.
From the very first moment, there was a lingering sense that something was deeply wrong, a secret so dark and well hidden that Charlie Kirk himself never wanted the world to see it. Tonight, after months of silence, his parents finally break their silence, revealing truths that no one could have anticipated. This is a story of manipulation, control, and the invisible prison built behind closed doors. Charlie Kirk always appeared invincible, confident, fiercely dedicated to his cause and public mission. But behind the polished facade, the tension at home was growing, simmering quietly for years. Those closest to him noticed subtle but telling changes. His once outspoken, approachable demeanor faded into guarded silence. He became withdrawn, cutting off calls abruptly, avoiding eye contact, especially whenever his wife entered the room. At first, family and friends blamed the public pressure he faced, the rigorous demands of being a public figure. Yet the truth they soon uncovered was far more unsettling. A private, secretly recorded conversation revealed the depths of Charlie's struggle. A voice, trembling with exhaustion and fear, whispered, "I can't tell you, she won't let me." This was no ordinary disagreement, but a breaking point that left Charlie cornered and defeated, trapped in emotional chains that blurred his identity. His parents described how Charlie's wife took control of every aspect of his life: what he said, who he interacted with, even what interviews he accepted. Messages emerged showing a chilling pattern of threats and demands, dictating his public stances and personal alliances. Some messages even instructed him whom to push forward, whom to silence or destroy, and when to play a role that was no longer his own. Despite this, Charlie's public face endured, calm, composed, seemingly in control. Yet those around him saw a man replaced by a rehearsed echo of his former self, delivering robotic responses and avoiding genuine interactions. His parents began to document these changes, writing down every odd behavior, every tense family gathering, and the atmosphere thick with unspoken fear. Then came the night that shattered the fragile facade, a family confrontation charged with emotions that had simmered for far too long. Charlie was exhausted beyond measure. His usual, confident smile was replaced with one barely able to mask the turmoil inside. As tension escalated, his wife's icy voice cut through the room. "He's doing great. We're managing everything perfectly." Charlie remained silent, a shadow of the man he once was. Finally, his mother dared to ask the question everyone feared. "What exactly are you making him do?" The room froze. Her wife's expression hardened. Silence fell like a storm. What followed was chaos. Accusations flying, voices overlapping, a desperate attempt to uncover a truth hidden for too long. Charlie revealed a folder on his phone filled with hundreds of messages and recordings, evidence of control, manipulation, and coercion, threats promising ruin if he strayed from the plan. The revelation was a bombshell to his parents, exposing a relationship more akin to a hostage situation than a marriage. As this private storm spilled into the public sphere, social media exploded. A brief but powerful 7-second audio clip of a woman threatening Charlie went viral, igniting debates and conspiracy theories. Public opinion became sharply divided. Some saw Charlie as a victim caught in a web of deceit. Others questioned his accountability in following the plan. Meanwhile, insiders whispered of a second, unreleased recording, one said to implicate a mysterious third party with vast influence over the unfolding drama. The scandal revealed a network far larger and more dangerous than anyone had imagined.
Powerful figures scrambled to distance themselves as panic spread through political and media circles. Deleted posts, locked accounts, and sudden silences hinted at the reach of this covert operation. As the public waits in anticipation, the looming question remains: who truly pulls the strings? Who benefits from Charlie's silence? And what devastating secrets will the final recording unveil? This is a story blending personal tragedy with political intrigue, manipulation with power, secrecy with exposure. And while much has been revealed, the real truth still waits in the shadows, threatening to entirely rewrite everything we think we know about Charlie Kirk. Stay with us as we continue to uncover the layers of this complex and gripping story.
From the very first moment, there was an unmistakable sense that something was gravely wrong, a hidden truth that Charlie Kirk never wanted the public to know. After months of silence, his own parents finally speak out, revealing a story that redefines everything we thought we knew about the man behind the public figure. This is a tale of manipulation and control, of a family torn apart by secrets and fear. Behind the confident public face Charlie Kirk maintained, there was an undercurrent of tension, quietly gathering strength over the years. Those closest to him noticed the subtle shifts, the fading of his usual warmths, the guarded silence, the abrupt ending of phone calls when certain topics surfaced. His eyes would dart nervously whenever his wife entered the room, as though he feared revealing something she wanted kept hidden. At first, family and friends dismissed these signs as the normal stresses of a public life, but it soon became clear. Charlie Kirk was trapped in a web of control and coercion far beyond what anyone expected. Leaked recordings reveal him whispering in fear, "I can't tell you. She won't let me." These words were not mere hesitation. They were the cry of a man caught between love and captivity. His wife's control extended beyond the personal. She monitored who Charlie spoke to, what he posted online, which interviews he was allowed to give. Messages discovered later uncovered highly detailed instructions: whom to support, whom to silence, how to reshape his public image to fit a narrative crafted behind closed doors. One message warned, "If you don't follow the plan, you'll regret it." The pressure was relentless, emotional manipulation wielded like a weapon. From the very first moment, a lingering shadow hovered over the life of Charlie Kirk, a shadow few could see, and even fewer dared speak about. Behind the public figure, known for his confidence and boldness, was a man bound by unseen chains. His parents, after months of silence filled with worry and sorrow, finally came forward to reveal the harrowing truth of what had been concealed for too long. The tale they told was one of manipulation and control, orchestrated within the walls of his own home. It was not just about personal disputes, but about unseen forces dictating his every move. The subtle shifts that those closest to him noticed, the abrupt phone calls, the guarded eyes, the silence where warmth once lived, were signs of a struggle so dark it threatened to consume him. A secret recording captured the moment when Charlie's voice trembled with fear as he confessed, "I can't tell you. She won't let me." Those simple words echoed a reality far worse than anyone imagined. His wife's grip extended far beyond the personal. She controlled his public messaging, who he could speak to, what he could post, and which interviews he was allowed. The meticulous messages revealed instructions shaping his every public decision, who to prop up and who to tear down. One chilling message warned, "If you don't follow the plan, you'll regret it." Despite the control behind the scenes, Charlie's public appearance remained that of a confident leader. But behind closed doors, a different story unfolded. A man reciting rehearsed lines, losing pieces of himself with each passing day. As the pressure mounted, his parents documented every shift, every hidden tension. Their conditional love turned to desperation as they watched their son fade into isolation. This heartbreak culminated in a night heavy with tension, a night where Charlie's exhaustion and fear were palpable. The once bright smile deprecated,
replaced by hollow eyes and a broken spirit. His wife, the architect of control, stood silently behind him, her presence a cold reminder of the cage holding him captive. Challenged by his parents, she interrupted coldly, insisting, "He's doing great. We're managing everything perfectly," silencing his chance to speak. Finally, his mother's question broke the silence. "What exactly are you making him do?" The room erupted in chaos, accusations flying, emotions raw. In that moment, Charlie unveiled the digital prison he lived in, a folder packed with threatening messages, recordings of control, and evidence of manipulation so intense it mirrored a hostage plight. As the storm spilled into public view, a 7-second voice clip leaked online, an ominous warning threatening devastation if Charlie disobeyed. Social media erupted, public opinion split sharply. Was Charlie a victim, or was he part of the dark plan? Yet deeper secrets lurked. Whispers of a second, unreleased recording suggested a third powerful player pulling strings from the shadows. The fallout saw powerful allies distance themselves, social media scrubbed, and panic ripple through political circles. The core questions remained unanswered. Who controls Charlie Kirk's fate? Who stands to gain from his silence? What devastating truths lie locked away in the unheard second recording? This saga is more than a tale of one man's fall. It is a chilling story of power, secrecy, and manipulation that reverberates through the corridors of influence. And as the world watches, waiting, the silence grows heavier, promising revelations that could change everything. Stay with us as we bring you the continuing story of Charlie Kirk, the fragile intersection of power, control, and the quest for truth.
The story of Charlie Kirk has taken unexpected and dramatic turns in recent months, with his wife, Erika Kirk, now at the center of intense scrutiny and controversy. Allegations have surfaced suggesting a complex web of control, influence, and financial transactions that have raised questions within political and social circles alike. Erika Kirk, who stepped into a leadership role at Turning Point USA shortly after Charlie's tragic death, has faced claims regarding a mysterious $350,000 transfer received just weeks before the assassination. Documents leaked online indicate that this transfer originated from a company that vanished shortly afterward, fueling speculation about hidden agendas and undisclosed dealings. Beyond finances, new videos and reports show Erika Kirk meeting privately with unidentified individuals less than 48 hours after the shooting. These encounters have sparked interest from digital forensics experts and political analysts, suggesting the existence of deeper investigations yet to unfold. Meanwhile, public figures such as Candace Owens have voiced their perspectives on the ongoing turbulence surrounding Turning Point USA. Owens has denied accusations against Erika, framing her actions as protective of Charlie's legacy amid internal infighting. Owens also raised questions about the official narrative surrounding the assassination, hinting at possibilities of broader conspiracies and the involvement of third parties beyond the named suspect. In her first public statement since Charlie's death, Erika Kirk expressed a resolute dedication to continue his mission, emphasizing the enduring impact of his work and the battle cry that his legacy continues to inspire among supporters. However, the controversy has taken a toll on the organization, with reports of splintering factions, donor distrust, and legal challenges that threaten the stability of Turning Point USA. Contractual disputes and confidentiality agreements have come under scrutiny, with insiders warning of potentially damaging revelations if the internal struggles escalate. The political and social fallout from these developments remains significant, drawing attention from media outlets and triggering heated debates within conservative circles. As Erika Kirk navigates her new role amidst mounting pressure, the story encapsulates a mix of grief, power struggles, and the uncertain future of a movement once defined by Charlie Kirk's leadership.
The entire saga underscores the fragile intersection of personal tragedy and public influence, where secrets, allegations, and unresolved questions continue to shape the narrative. As investigations deepen and more information emerges, the world watches closely, waiting to see how this complex story will unfold and what new truths may come to light.
The investigation into Charlie Kirk's assassination continues to unfold with intense scrutiny and multiple leads being pursued. The FBI, publicly mourning the loss of Kirk, has been rigorously examining every piece of evidence available. They are currently investigating the possibility of accomplices and have linked numerous individuals connected through online messages and chat groups to the primary suspect, Tyler Robinson. Robinson, charged with aggravated murder and other serious offenses, has so far not cooperated with authorities, leaving many questions about motives and planning unanswered. Investigators have released video footage showing the suspect near the scene and fleeing, tracking physical evidence such as DNA and shoe prints. Authorities emphasize the complexity of the case, exploring angles involving potential signals exchanged during the assassination, the precise location and mechanics of the shooting, and guests who visited Robinson in the days prior to the incident. The investigation is expansive, involving more than 20 individuals linked to the suspect's online communications, all being tracked and interviewed. Meanwhile, new details emerge about the suspect's mindset and alleged motivations. Text messages found on shell casings and digital correspondence reveal hostility towards Kirk, with Robinson reportedly expressing deep ideological resentment. However, prosecutors have limited public disclosures on the specifics of these motives, creating an atmosphere of speculation and unease. Public officials, including Utah's Governor Spencer Cox, have condemned the political violence surrounding Kirk's killing and have called for public assistance in bringing all involved parties to justice. Legal proceedings are underway, with Robinson facing possible death penalty charges. As the case progresses, scholars, political figures, and the public grapple with the implications of the assassination and its broader impact on political discourse. The events that followed, including investigations into political organizations associated with Kirk and the fallout within conservative circles, continue to dominate headlines. The assassination and the subsequent probe highlight the volatile intersection of politics, ideology, and violence in contemporary America. As the FBI deepens its investigation, the nation watches closely, anticipating justice and answers in a case that has shocked the country and tested its resolve against political extremism and its consequences. The investigation into Charlie Kirk's assassination remains complex and ongoing, with authorities pursuing all possible leads in their quest for justice. The FBI has confirmed they are investigating the possibility that Tyler Robinson, the 22-year-old charged with Kirk's murder, may have had accomplices. With over 20 individuals connected to Robinson through online Discord chats under scrutiny, the investigation has expanded far beyond a single suspect. Video evidence and forensic data collected from the crime scene have been vital in piecing together the events. CCTV footage shows a person matching Robinson's description fleeing the scene, and forensic experts have identified DNA and shoe prints that link him directly to the attack. Prosecutors allege a politically motivated killing, as texts found on recovered ammunition and in communications indicate deep ideological resentment against Kirk. Robinson has not cooperated with law enforcement, refusing to enter a plea since his arrest. The court has ensured he is represented, but awaits his formal hearings. The prosecution is seeking the death penalty, reflecting the grave nature of the charges, including aggravated murder and obstruction of justice. Public officials have condemned the violence, calling for unity and a rejection of political hate. Governor Spencer Cox has urged community members to assist law enforcement by sharing any relevant information, emphasizing the collective responsibility to uphold justice. Meanwhile, the tragedy has sent shockwaves through political organizations associated with Kirk.
Internal purges, donor withdrawals, and public distrust have fractured formerly strong alliances. Reports reveal hundreds of individuals linked to a pro-Kirk movement facing investigations, suspensions, or firings, reflecting the political turmoil ignited by the killing. The entire episode underscores the tenuous relationship between political activism and safety in a polarized climate. It raises profound concerns about extremist violence's spillover effect and the urgent need for addressing the root causes behind such episodes. As law enforcement continues its tireless work, the nation watches, a community craving answers, seeking closure, and hoping for a future where political engagement no longer comes at such a devastating cost. The Charlie Kirk case remains a stark reminder of the fragility of democracy and the enduring fight against hatred and violence.
The investigation into Charlie Kirk's assassination remains active and intensive. Authorities continue to explore all possible leads as the nation seeks justice. The FBI has been expanding its inquiry, examining evidence from the crime scene, reviewing video footage, and interviewing numerous witnesses. Current efforts include investigating the possibility of accomplices beyond the accused shooter, Tyler Robinson. Robinson, charged with aggravated murder and related offenses, remains in custody and faces severe legal consequences if convicted. Video evidence shows him near the scene before and after the shooting, and forensic analysis has tied him to crucial physical evidence at the crime site. Yet many questions remain unanswered, as Robinson has not cooperated with authorities. Public officials, including Utah's Governor Spencer Cox, have called for calm and collaboration with law enforcement, condemning political violence and emphasizing community support is essential for resolution. The tragedy has sent ripples across political and social spheres, raising critical discussions on safety, extremism, and the political atmosphere that incubated such violence. The aftermath also saw significant upheaval within organizations linked to Kirk, with internal purges and legal investigations affecting hundreds of individuals. The event marks a painful and cautionary chapter in America's ongoing struggle with political polarization. As the search for truth unfolds, the case of Charlie Kirk stands as a stark reminder of the high stakes in today's political and social landscape, a call for vigilance, justice, and healing in a divided nation. The world awaits further revelations as the investigation progresses, hopeful that clarity and accountability will emerge amid the tragedy. This concludes the comprehensive narrative of Charlie Kirk's story, the investigation into his assassination, and its wide-reaching implications.